Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here in Elmhurst, Illinois. It's a day 4 matchup between two teams that have had a semi-successful tournament so far, between the Lake Zurich Bears and the Conant Cougars. Alongside Sean Schmacher, I'm Connor Choi, and we welcome you here this afternoon. Sean, both these teams had losses yesterday in the consolation bracket, but they're looking to come back today and finish this tournament strong with a win. What are we looking for between these two teams?
Like you said, both these teams had very tough losses yesterday, both within 5 points. In terms of this game, I look to see a lot of three-point shooting beyond the arc, specifically from on Lake Zurich, number 14, Adrian Reep, who scored 21 yesterday, as long as Jacob Glowacki, number 11 from Conant, who dropped 16. We should see a lot of the three ball today.
Absolutely, both these teams shoot very well from beyond the arc. It's one of their strong suits, a little bit smaller, so you're not going to have a dominant force defensively on the glass. Starting lineup for Conant, it's going to be number 1, Nicky Mirchev, number 4, Joey Biedke, brother of former Conant Cougar Bradley Biedke, number 11, Jacob Glowacki, number 21, Bryce Harris, and number 22, Gabe Kipta, rounding the lineup out for Conant. As for the Lake Zurich Bears, it'll be Kane Kretschmar, Evan Peterson, Adrian Reep, number 20, Zach Benelli-Schultz, and rounding things out down low, it's going to be number 23, Tyler Reed. So a lot of familiar faces for this Lake Zurich lineup. The starting lineup essentially almost exactly the same. Really, their only departing piece would be Connor Strauss, who graduated last year. But they've got his younger brother on the roster, Caleb Strauss. You'll see him off the bench, the 6'4" junior guard. Now tip-off just about to get started here in the South Gym at York High School. Reep and Kipta tip off, but it's won by the Bears. Evan Peterson immediately drives, puts up a floater with the right hand, not even close. So a missed shot to open things up here for Lake Zurich. Biedke gets it over to Harris. Now over to the left wing for Mirchev, who gets it back up to the top of the key. It's Glowacki, down low, swings it outside. Biedke driving, kicks it out to the wing, pump fake. Down low, in some trouble, retreats to the outside. Ball movement down low, Biedke wide open on the cut, and he finishes nice with the left hand.
Great ball movement there from Conant to find the open man down in the paint for the easy two.
Peterson brings it up, swings it over. Reed has it, now back to Kretschmar, top of the key, into the corner. Peterson's gonna try his luck with a three. He can't connect, and there's gonna be a foul called, and it'll be on Zach Benelli-Schultz for a push.
Yeah, saw there, Lake Zurich looking to take the three ball early.
Biedke brings it up for the Cougars. Swings it over, Mirchev has it. Back to the top of the key, it's Kipta. Kipta drives, left side, Euro step, finish at the bucket. Count that basket, it's 4-0 Conant.
Conant doing a great job so far, making their presence known in the paint. We talked about the three ball, but so far they are dominating in the paint.
Peterson has it. Gets it over, Benelli-Schultz, Kretschmar pulls up for three, can't connect, misses to the right. Tight defense by Peterson. Conant resets the offense. They go in the corner for Glowacki. Get it over, Kipta, hands it off. And driving and getting fouled on the floor is gonna be Glowacki. So it's an on-the-floor foul. Cougars will have it underneath the basket. So Benelli-Schultz picks up his second foul. So that'll mean Caleb Strauss is gonna check in. And inbound pass tipped off the hands of Gabe Kipta, so it'll go to the Bears, looking for their first basket of the game. 6:11 left here in the first quarter.
Lake Zurich doing a great job right now of defending the perimeter.
Need to get things going offensively. Here's Peterson to bring it up. Gets it over, Strauss has it. Strauss gets it over to Reed. Reed down low, in some trouble. Over to Kretschmar, back to Peterson on the left side. Peterson swings it. Kretschmar, right wing, pump fakes, dumps it off. Peterson wide open, left wing three. Can't connect, he leaves it short. Conant working in transition, coast to coast, can't finish at the rim. Kretschmar with the rebound, gets it over to Peterson. Lake Zurich picking it up in transition. Dangerous pass gets knocked around, and Adrian Reep picks it up and gets fouled.
Lake Zurich struggling a little right now to find their shots at the three-point line. We can see that they're missing some of these shots, but as soon as they start get going, they're gonna be right back in this game.
Peterson has it, looks to inbound, gets it in. Strauss over to Peterson. Peterson drives near the basket, swings in the corner. Adrian Reep for three. This one's long, rebounded by Strauss. Strauss puts it up, second chance basket is good. Conant gets their first bucket at the hands of Caleb Strauss. Glowacki, now the ball finds its way into the hands of Biedke. Over into the other corner, a three-pointer is gonna be airballed by Mirchev. Reed has it in transition, goes all the way, cannot finish with the left hand, gets knocked around, saved by Reed. No, they're gonna say stepped out of bounds, but it'll stay with Lake Zurich. Actually, it was last touched by Conant.
Highlight of this game so far, both these teams are struggling to get going. Right now, we only have a 4-2 ball game with nearly 5 minutes left in the quarter. Not the start we expected.
Avi Sarma checks in. Adrian Reep has it. Drives to the basket. Nice move. Adrian Reep ties this one. It's 4-4.
Great drive there by Reep. Get his team on the board.
Samra has it. Right wing. Gets it over. Glowacki near the top of the key. And this one's going to get stolen. Peterson can't stick with it. It'll go back to the Cougars. Glowacki and tries to hit his man down low, but the pass is way too fast for Bryce Harris. He cannot get it. So sub for Lake Zurich. Tyler Shively comes in for Evan Peterson. Into the right corner, back, Shively, spin move to the basket, and the offensive foul is called. Great job by Biedke, takes the charge, and negates a really nice post move by Tyler Shively.
As you highlighted, great job there by Biedke, willing to take the hit for his team, saves them what would have possibly been an and one.
Biedke to bring it up for the Cougars. Sarma has it. Into the left corner, Glowacki. Works down low, fights through contact, puts up a shot and gets it to fall. 6-4 Conant. Bears working in transition, down low for Strauss. Strauss puts it up. Too short. Strauss gets his own rebound, gets it tipped away from him. Now swings it back out. Shively over to Reed. Quick pass in the corner. Reed knocks down a triple. Tyler Reed from downtown.
First three we've seen made from both these teams all night so far.
First three and the first lead for Lake Zurich. Reep with tight defense gets it go, and ball goes near the scorer's table. And I found the ball. Biedke to inbound. Gets it in, immediately takes it back. Slows it down, directs traffic. Adrian Reep guarding all sorts of positions. Yesterday, Adrian Reep, when they played York, guarded Coach DeCampus, the Duke's big man. Today, he's got a different assignment, a shifty guard in Biedke. And that's where his positional value really shows. He's got good size, but he's agile, quick on his feet. Can guard all 5 positions relatively well. Kretschmar over to Reed. Goes back, Kretschmar driving right side, in some trouble. Long pass to Shively into the corner for Reed. Reed goes up, and he can't finish at the basket. It's rebounded by Bryce Harris. Biedke with it. And pass a little off the mark for Jacob Glowacki, and it'll go out of play. So it'll be Lake Zurich basketball.
Yeah, not exactly what we expected so far this game. Only one three-pointer. Both these teams' points have come in the paint so far.
Some great perimeter defense. Oh, hard hit by Biedke. Strauss gets smacked in the face. So Biedke will come out. Coming in is Ayan Abdul for the first time today. Tyler Reed checks out. Checking in for him is going to be Brian Bennett. So Kretschmar to inbound. Quickly into Shively. Shively over to Kretschmar. Kretschmar drives, spins, fights through contact, can't finish at the rim, knocks it free, and they'll just let this one go out. Glowacki to bring it up with Biedke on the bench. Glowacki driving hard on the right side, pivots, tries feeding it, and lots of hands on the ball, and somehow it stays with the Cougars. And it's over to Sarma. Abdul was the one to initially save it. Now the ball's over to Kyle and Tierney. Down low, Glowacki goes up, can't connect here, and finishing at the basket is going to be number 21, Bryce Harris. Gets the basket. Bennett driving. In some trouble, needs some help. Gets it out, top of the key. Shively puts up a three, can't get it to fall. Minute 30 left here in the first quarter.
We can see both these teams trying to find their threes, but it's not happening right now. Great perimeter defense.
Down low in the post, and unable to finish is Sarma. Strauss over to Reap. Reap, left side, spinning around, in some trouble, gets it over. Kretschmar, nice pass down low to Bennett, and he lays it in.
Great passing there from the duo we were talking about earlier, Reap and Kretschmar, to get it in the paint for 2 more points.
Lake Zurich now back on top, 9-8. Deep three, this one's way off, it'll go out. Tierney's shot wasn't even close, and subs for the final 34.8. Evan Peterson comes back on. Kane Kretschmar heads off. Shively heads off. Coming in for the first time today for Lake Zurich, Tanner Dye. So a little bit of a smaller lineup here for the Bears. Peterson over to Bennett. Now to Strauss. Strauss with it, top of the key. Gets it over to Peterson. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Peterson gets it over. Dye with it. Back over, Peterson. Driving, right side. Peterson goes up. Can't get it to fall. Strauss picks it back up. His second chance basket is no good. 1 second, and trying to get the shot off won't even be close. So the score will hold 9-8. With a Lake Zurich lead after 1. We'll head to break. Second quarter coming your way here. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Back here for the start of the second quarter. Lake Zurich leads the Conant Cougars 9-8 in the South Gym for day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Alongside Sean Schmacher, I'm Connor Choi. We welcome you back here for the start of this second quarter. Glowacki gets it over to Biedke, and it goes out.
Couldn't react there quick enough.
Sean, you had an opportunity to catch it, could not get it to go.
I did. Missed opportunity.
Glowacki with it, gets it in. Biedke nearly gets fouled by Strauss, and now Strauss falls behind. Glowacki pump fakes, swings it over to the right wing. Abdul had it, gives it up. Harris trapped in the corner. Good defense by Kretschmar. He's able to get it out over to Glowacki. Abdul with it in the left corner now. Drives to the basket, tries getting it out, and Kretschmar smacks it away. Good defense by Lake Zurich.
We highlighted in the first quarter, I mean, both these teams are doing an amazing job of covering that three-point line, not allowing teams to take these perimeter shots.
Abdul in some trouble. Shot clock at 1, and they're not going to get a shot off. It'll be a shot clock violation on Conant.
Yeah, hard defense there from Lake Zurich forces Conant to miss the shot, not even get it off in time, I should say.
Peterson over to Strauss. It's nearly saved by Abdul. Instead, it heads over to the media table.
A lot of balls ending up at the scorer's table.
Can of Sprite got on the ball. The referee had to wipe it off. Strauss gets it into Peterson, who brings it up. Takes it over the timeline. Now over to Reap. Reap, quick pass. Dye with it, left wing. Swings it down low. Strauss, Peterson. He'll try his luck for 3. Can't get it to fall. Strauss puts it up, and he gets it to fall. Easy bucket for Caleb Strauss. Lake Zurich now leads 11-8. Dye, good defense, slips and falls, recovered nicely by Conant. Biedke. Back over to Mirchev. Mirchev goes up and gets fouled. So 2 shots are coming up for Nicky Mirchev.
Both these teams playing some pretty hard defense, collapsing on the perimeter. As we saw there, Dye made a great play on the ball at half court. Both these teams look to be getting the ball because they know it's going to be a close game.
Mirchev's first free throw was long. Second shot is up and good. So 1 for 2 trip from Mirchev at the line. He'll get subbed out. Subbing in for the first time is Tyler Marquise. So 11-9 ball game. Peterson bringing it up. Lake Zurich trying to extend this to a 2-possession game. Kretschmar has it over on the right wing. Back over to Peterson. Peterson driving. Ooh, nice pass down low to Reap, who goes up. No foul called. Reap was looking for a foul. He got hit pretty hard.
Peterson making some pretty good passes this half. I mean, he's made some beautiful passes to perimeter. There, made it in the paint. Hope to see more of that this game.
The team's best facilitator by far. Gets it down low to Kretschmar, who goes up and under and picks up the bucket. So it's 13-9 now. Dye with some tight defense up top on Sarma. Over to Harris. Harris gets it knocked free. Kretschmar diving, can't pick it up. Kretschmar still defending Harris. Harris has got to get rid of it, and this one nearly stolen by Strauss. Recovered by the Cougars. Extra pass in the corner, shot clock at 3. His three-pointer is not gonna go. Rebounded by Peterson. He's in some trouble, and he's gonna get fouled.
Man, Connor, there we saw a lot of hard defense almost a couple of steals there. Both, I mean, we're seeing Lake Zurich willing to put their body on the line for the ball. And in terms of Conant, they've had their open threes tonight. They've just not been able to hit them. Same with Lake Zurich.
Reap checks out. Checking back in is going to be Shively. First time Peterson and Shively have been on the court together. And there's a foul called offensively. It's going to be on Shively. So the ball's going back to the Cougars. And Tyler Reed gets ready to check back in. Shively's out immediately after checking in as he picks up his third foul. So foul trouble has been the biggest issue for him. Glowacki. Over to Sarma. Back over, Glowacki drives. And this one's gonna get stolen. Reed picks it up, swings it over, Peterson. Back over to Reed. Reed, three from the top of the key, and he knocks it down. Tyler Reed from downtown, and there's a timeout called by Conant.
If you're Lake Zurich there, you're hoping that three can start a little bit of a movement here to take a bigger lead and maybe make this game a little more comfortable.
Biggest lead of the day for either side. Lake Zurich up 16-9. We'll step aside for this timeout here on York Sports Network. It's day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Back from the timeout, 16-9 ball game, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. Lake Zurich with a 7-point lead over the Conant Cougars. And it's Jacob Glowacki to take it up for Conant. Glowacki gets it over to Harris. Over to Sarma. Sarma on the left wing, has an open lane, he's gonna drive, gets blocked by Strauss. It's recovered by Conant, down low, extra pass. Sarma tries to make the extra pass again, and he does, and the bucket is going to be picked up by Tyler Marquise. Great recovery by Conant following a monster block from Caleb Strauss. 16-11 now, Strauss with it. Left wing over to Peterson. Peterson drives, spins back around. Kretschmar puts up a three. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Dye. Dye can't get that one to go. And it's picked up by Glowacki. Glowacki pushing the floor. Jacob Glowacki swings it out to the outside. Harris has it. Over, Glowacki. Sarma. Now it's over to Marquise. Glowacki driving right side, spinning, in some trouble, gets it stripped away. No, it's a foul called. Looked like Kretschmar picked his pocket there.
Yeah, we're seeing Lake Zurich kind of having a ball hawk type of defense. Obviously Strauss with the block earlier, highlighted before the timeout. A couple of very close steals, obviously there. They're going for the steal, almost had it once again. Should see that for the rest of this game.
Dye and Strauss check out. Checking back in is going to be Reap. Joining him will be Reed Pfeiffer for the first time today. Glowacki. Contact down low. Kretschmar on the block. Swings it back out. Glowacki puts up a three and can't get it to fall. Adrian Reap on the rebound, gets it to Kretschmar. Kretschmar pushing it without numbers. Reed, pass down low, the bucket and the foul. Reed Pfeiffer down low, fights through contact and picks up the basket, and it's 18-11 Lake Zurich.
Once again, another beautiful pass there from Lake Zurich to get the and one.
Pfeiffer can't complete the three-point play. Glowacki is on the rebound. And now he gets it over to Biedke. And there's going to be a foul called on the floor. So foul will be against Kretschmar. So Kretschmar picks up his second foul. Kretschmar will end up checking out. Bennett's back in the game.
Smart move to check out Kretschmar there. Like you said, up to 2 fouls. Do not want him fouling out of this game, as he has been a key player so far.
Sarma has it. Sarma hasn't checked out since he checked in early in the first quarter. Biedke with it. Into the corner. Devin Hayes now gets it over. Sarma back into the corner. Hayes, a 3, and he knocks it down. Devin Hayes comes off the bench and provides a splash from downtown as it's 18-14.
Feels like the first three-pointer in a while.
Peterson. Now they'll try a 3 of their own and they'll knock it down. Pfeiffer's on fire since checking in. He's got 5 points.
Starting to see both these teams heat up from the three-point line, despite some very good defense still.
Abdul down low, Biedke with it. It's it over Hayes. Now Sarna. Back over. Biedke now with it, goes down low, and gets it stripped away is Sarna as Peterson's on the steal. Peterson over to Reap, goes up and lays it in transition. 23-14. Hayes has it. Looking for someone in some trouble, gets it over to Biedke. Biedke working on Reap, down low. Bennett getting bodied down low, and there's a foul called.
Once again, another foul on Lake Zurich, going for that ball on the steal.
So that'll send Bryce Harris to the line for 2 free throws. Cannot connect with on the first attempt. Second shot is up, and it will not fall. Reap on the rebound, quickly gets it over to Bennett. Now Peterson with it in the right corner. Peterson over to Reed. Lake Zurich really picking up the pace, slowing things down a tad. Peterson moving to his left, gets it over. Reap with it. Quick pass, oh, not the best pass. Reed would have had an open 3 if the pass was to his chest, and Reap gets it stripped away. Sarma in transition, working, goes straight to the basket, can't get it to go, it's off the mark. Getting the rebound is Reed. Reap drives, extra pass, 3-pointer is up, it's long, and there's a foul called on the floor. Adrian Reap takes a hard fall, fighting for the rebound after Pfeiffer put up the 3.
Yeah, Conant had a couple of chances there, obviously the 2 free throws, and then they got the steal and we're in transition. Unfortunately, we're unable to convert on both of those chances.
Quick pass in, and oh. They're gonna say, referee said he wasn't ready. It would have been an easy basket for Tyler Reed. He completely caught Glowacki sleeping. Peterson gets it into Reed. About a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bennett. Over to Reed. Reed, 3 from the top of the key. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Kipta. Now Mirchev. I'm sorry, that's Hayes. Over to Sarma. Shot clock turned off, 15 seconds left. Conant's down 9. Could really use a basket. Glowacki drives. Doesn't get it. Peterson gets it over. Reed tries making the last pass. Reap on the last second touch. Not even close and way too hard. And that will end the first half. Lake Zurich with a comfortable 9-point lead over Conant. But Sean, it has been kind of sloppy offensively. A lot of missed shots, a lot of turnovers. What do we need to see in the second half?
For Conant, I feel like we need to see Glowacki get really involved here. He only has 2 points as of right now, but Lake Zurich is playing some very dominating defense. Obviously, I highlighted earlier, they are playing like ball hawks. They're going for all the steals, all of the blocks. But if you're Conant, you need to start to get those three-pointers open, as that is really been their identity so far this tournament. I feel like in terms of Lake Zurich, they're doing a great job as of right now. They just need to convert on more of those three-pointers.
We'll see what changes they can make in the locker room. 9 minutes and 38 seconds until we get this second half underway. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Hello, and we welcome you back to this matchup between the Lake Zurich Bears and the Conant Cougars on day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. The second half, 30 seconds away here. Alongside Sean Schmacher, I'm Connor Choi. We are excited to present the second half of this game, hopefully with some halftime adjustments for the Conant Cougars as they trail by 9 against Lake Zurich. Sean, you talked a lot about halftime adjustments and what needed to be done. We'll see what improvements they actually make offensively. A big part of it is taking care of the basketball. Start of the second half, just a moment away here in the South Gym. Both these teams with tough losses yesterday to their respective opponents. Conant, a tough loss to Fenwick. Lake Zurich, a tough loss to York. Both those teams are squaring off in the Campbell Gym right now. The winner of that game will go to the Consolation Championship tomorrow at noon. That game has already started, which is the other game being broadcasted right now, of course, on York Sports Network. Start the second half off quickly with a three-pointer. And it starts off with a bang. Zach Benelli-Schultz knocks it down for Lake Zurich, and it's 25-14, a double-digit lead for the Bears.
Quick tempo there by Lake Zurich, looking to make a statement here.
Biedke over to Mirchev. Glowacki with it. To the top of the key, it's Kipta. Pop pass over to Biedke. He goes down low and wide open, and getting an easy basket is gonna be Gabe Kipta. Great ball movement by Conant.
Yeah, great answer back from what happened before.
Benelli-Schultz over to Kretschmar. Kretschmar pump fakes, uses the screen. Now goes back to his left, over to Reap. Now Peterson with it, slows things down. Calls a play. Benelli-Schultz gets it back, hands it back over. Peterson tries his luck with a three, can't get it to fall. You know, Evan Peterson is not usually a high volume shooter, but he has been in this game. But he's only got 2 points to show for it today. Kipta goes back to the cup, and foul called, and it'll be on Kane Kretschmar. So Kretschmar is gonna pick up his third foul. I'm sorry, Kretschmar has 2 points, Peterson has 0. So Peterson is looking for his first field goal. Kretschmar got hit hard. First free throw from Kipta's good. Kretschmar checks out. Checking in is Shively.
Yeah, Kretschmar up to 3 fouls on the night. If you are Lake Zurich, definitely not what you were expecting going into this game or what you're looking for.
Kipta goes 2 for 2 at the line, so 4 quick points for Gabe Kipta. Reap gets it into Peterson. Peterson over to Shively. Back up top, Peterson tries getting it over to Shively through traffic. Good defense. Sarma thought he should have come down with it, but it was a really good defensive play by him. Peterson the inbound quickly, gets it into Reap. Reap driving on the left side and gets hit hard. Got hit in the eye, it looks like. Maybe around the eye. But Adrian Reap will head to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Lake Zurich taking a beating tonight. We saw Kretschmar hurting a little bit after that last play a couple minutes ago, and we saw Strauss get hit in the face earlier as well.
Reap's first free throw is good. Colin Tierney comes in. Checking out is Kipta. Reap's second free throw is up and shoots over to the right. So 1 for 2 trip at the line for Adrian Reed. Glowacki over to Tierney. Sarma. Now to Harris. Go into the corner. Harris tries his luck for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Reed. Peterson gets it over to Shively. Shively back to Peterson. Peterson drives, pulls up from the free throw line. This one way short. Barely grazes the front rim. Now Sarma brings it up and then is just gonna hand it off. Sarma goes up and under. Nice move down low, driving baseline. Picks up the basket, and now suddenly we have a 2-possession game as it's 26-20.
Great layup there. Reverse layup from Sarma. We've seen a couple nice ones this tournament. That's up there.
And Sarma with the steal on the fast break. He saves it, and it'll go out of play. A great job by Sarma. Could not finish the job. Great effort.
Yeah, you can see he's beating himself up over there after that one. Got the steal. Could have put them down by 4. Unfortunately, lost control of the ball, and they're still down by 6.
Tierney checks out. Checking in is Devin Hayes. Sarma came off the bench, has yet to check out since entering the game. Bennett and Strauss are in. Strauss, good save, over to Reap. Nelly Schultz is out. Peterson drives, tries throwing it down low, throws it off Glowacki. So it'll stay with the Bears.
Yeah, Peterson has some great court vision. I can see as of like here, sideline, he is making some great passes, trying to fit it in the holes.
Everyone loves this kid as Peterson puts up a 3 and connects. Gets his first basket of the game as it's now 29-20. Glowacki tries saving it, ball knocks 3, and who is it? It's Peterson on the drive, goes up, gets fouled, and Evan Peterson heads to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Connor, you were saying everyone loves this kid. I can see why. He's willing to shoot the ball. He's making some great passes tonight, and I mean, he has been a force on defense. He has at least 2 steals tonight, and here he is shooting free throws.
First free throw is up, and he leaves it short. Peterson, a 3-sport athlete, plays football, basketball, and lacrosse, an extremely physical player on the basketball court, and you can see it's reflective of the other 2 sports he participates in. It's a 1 for 2 trip at the line for Peterson. That brings his point total up to 4, and now back to a double-digit lead that Lake Zurich possesses over Conant. Glowacki over to Sarma. Sarma swings it in the corner. Here's the shot, and it is not gonna fall. It's long, but an offensive board by Conant sets up that 3-pointer by Glowacki. Good job by Conant sticking with it. They get the offensive rebound, and then they get the second chance basket, 30-23. Bennett has it. Over to Peterson. Tries his luck, another 3. This one's off. Reap tips it. Peterson's there, gets hit hard. Good job by Evan Peterson sticking with it, grabs the basketball. So it'll stay with Lake Zurich. Tanner Dye checks back in. Checking out is Tyler Reed.
Yeah, Peterson willing to take the hit there. We highlighted earlier the hits they're taking. I mean, that one was obvious. That was pretty hard.
Peterson into Dye. Gets it knocked away by Hayes. It stays with it. Able to keep possession of the basketball. Down low, Dye immediately makes an impact after checking in. Tanner Dye gets his first basket of the game. 32-23, Lake Zurich up by 9. Three-pointer, Harris, and he connects. That's good. Timeout called by Conant. Great shot by Bryce Harris, able to connect. And now Conant wants to talk things over as now they're only down by 6. We'll step aside here while both teams talk it over. 32-26 your score here in the South Gym. Day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lake Zurich with the basketball following a big-time three-pointer by Bryce Harris. Zurich looks to extend their lead. Adrian Reap, a wide-open three. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Harris. Harris spinning out. And driving to the basket, extra pass down low, and Harris lays it in. Great decision by Gabe Kipta to make the extra pass, and Harris gets the easy bucket. That's 5 points in 2 possessions for Bryce Harris, and it's 32-28. Now just a 4-point game. Conant picking up the defensive pressure, and Terry Coughlin's forced to call a timeout.
Yeah, if you are Lake Zurich, you do not want to see this. Conant is starting to get hot from the three-point line along with the fact that they made a great pass there in the paint. They're only down by 4, and Lake Zurich, they're starting to fade away a little bit from the three-point line.
Well, ball movement, improving the ball movement has been a big thing for them that we've seen in this third quarter. And at one point, Lake Zurich was up double digits. Now they just have a 4-point lead. And I'm sure this timeout is used as a drawing up a play right now, drawing up your best play to go out and get a basket. And if I'm Lake Zurich, honestly, I think you put the ball in the hands of Adrian Reap. Reap has 5 points. Far from his best game of the season, but you know he has that potential to catch fire. When he's shooting well, he's easily the best player on the court offensively for Lake Zurich. And he had 21 points yesterday, a large part due to 6 made threes in the second half against York. And he was a big reason why they were competitive in the second half. And if they want to pull away here late in this game, look for Adrian Reap to step up and shoot some threes. Peterson on the right wing, spinning around, in some trouble. Down low, Strauss fights through contact, too hard off the glass. Second chance, not going to go. Reap tries tipping it up. It's a skirmish for the ball. And a foul on the floor. It looks like they're going to tag Sarma with it.
Another great pass by Peterson. He has done a great job tonight of commanding this offense. You can see him when he crosses half court, calling out the plays, calling out assignments, and then he goes and makes a great pass.
Bennett's out. Back in is Reed, so they get bigger. And there's going to be a foul called on Kipta. It's going to go against Reap. And Sean, that ball's coming straight for you. Schmacher has it, rolls it under the table, and the referee picks it up. Really athletic play by Sean Schmacher over here at the media table, ladies and gentlemen.
One of my most athletic plays in a while.
So Conant with 5 fouls. That puts Lake Zurich in the double bonus. So Adrian Reap has the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. Now a 5-point lead for the Bears. Palatine getting ready for their game coming up here shortly against Metamora. And Reap goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Definitely what you want to see there if you're Lake Zurich. Not only does it get Reap a little more confidence, but it extends this lead and kind of swings the momentum from what it's been so far.
Absolutely. Harris has it. On the right wing, gets it over. Sarma, quick pass over to Glowacki. Glowacki in some trouble. Ball is free, and it's picked up by Dye. Dye, quick pass over to Peterson. Tries getting it to Reap. He had the vision, But unfortunately, Tyler Marquise was on top of it, makes a great job stealing that pass from Evan Peterson. Go down low, Harris, long pass, into the corner. Sarma drives, fights through contact, doesn't have the angle, ball pops free. Reed has it, immediately gives it to Sarma. He can't get it. Sarma in some trouble. Reed knocks it free, and it's picked up by Strauss. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Too many missed chances there by Conant. Multiple chances there to get a score and make this game closer near the end of the third, but they were not able to convert on any of them.
6-point game. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed has it, left side. Over to Reep, top of the key. Reep with it near the volleyball line, gets it over to Peterson. Peterson backing up. Resets. 8 seconds, shot clock at 3. Reed puts it up, can't get it to fall, and coming down with it is Marquise. There's 2 seconds. Biedke, a last second heave. It's off to the left, and he can't get it to fall. So we head to the final 8 minutes with the score being 34-28. Sean, if you're Conant, what needs to be done here?
If you're Conant, you got to look to put the ball in the hands of Glowacki. I said that at half. He only has 4 points on the night. Yesterday, I think he had 16. That is a guy you definitely need to get hot, but you also got to find a way to get out of this Lake Zurich defense. They've done a great job of stealing the ball tonight. Peterson, he has been great so far on defense for Lake Zurich, but yeah, you need to find a way to get the guards open and convert on all these opportunities that have been missed.
Absolutely. We'll see what they're drawing up here coming out of the break. We'll step aside for a few seconds while both teams convene. Fourth quarter coming your way. Final 8 minutes here for the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic on York Sports Network. Final 8 minutes here. We welcome you back. It's a 34-28 lead for the Lake Zurich Bears. Kane Kretschmar checking back in. Kretschmar had to sit for a lot of the third quarter because he picked up his third foul, but they're probably just going to let him go here in the fourth quarter. Nuchev over Biedke. Fights through traffic, swings it into the corner. Quick pass, Mirchev drives, fights through contact. This one, not even close. Kretschmar picks it up. Reep wanted it, but Kretschmar was looking the other direction. Gave it to Peterson and then immediately got it back. Quick pass over to Strauss. Now to Peterson, Kretschmar thought about it. Now drives, spins away, fade away jumper. Can't get that one to fall. Glowacki picks it up. Biedke working in transition. Now they have it left corner. Now driving and pulling up from the free throw line. Off target will be Mirchev, and a bunch of whistles. And falling to the floor hard is going to be Harris.
Yeah, both these teams starting off very cold so far. No points made through the first minute. This has kind of been the theme all game, but if you're Conant, this is not the start you wanted.
Gotta wipe up the floor a little bit, so that's what the stoppage of play is due to. Clock stopped at 6:52. It'll be Harris. Gets it down in. Kipta backing away near the perimeter. Now drives in. Kipta spinning around, swings to the outside. Glowacki, a three, and it rims out. Nearly a huge three-pointer. Glowacki just couldn't get it to fall. Reed has it now over to Peterson. Peterson drives to the basket, extra pass down low. Reed goes up, gets fouled, and gets the bucket. Adrian Reed fights through contact, extends this to an 8-point lead.
Once again, another great pass by Peterson. I mean, bounce pass straight to Reed, get the best player going. I mean, he has had a pretty good second half compared to his first half. Seeing him at the free throw line is exactly what you want if you're Lake Zurich.
Reed completes the three-point play. Now 37-28. Driving to the basket and the foul. So the and one play by Gabe Kipta. Really nice job there. Almost looked like it could have been an offensive foul. Just holding my breath for a moment.
Great answer back there from Conant.
Colin Tierney checks out. Checking back in is Abi Sarma, who subbed out for the first time after subbing in the first quarter. But he's back after a quick rest on the bench. Completing the three-point play is Kipta. So now it's 37-31. We're right back to where we started. Still a 6-point lead for Lake Zurich. Conant needs a defensive stand here. About 6 minutes. Pfeiffer, back over to Peterson. Peterson down low, nice pass. Strauss can't finish at the rim. Strauss fighting for it, and they're gonna call a jump ball. So it'll stay with Lake Zurich. Peterson gets it in, Strauss. Out to Reap in the left corner. Long pass, cross court, back over to Peterson. Strauss now with it, over to Pfeiffer. Peterson slows things down. Now gets it over, Reed has it. Peterson drives, working. And it's a push with the shot clock at 1. So the foul will be on Glowacki. It'll be a second foul.
Tough break there for Conant. Like you said, shot clock was at 1. Now it resets it to 20. That is not what you needed.
They get it into Peterson, who brings it over the timeline, now has it near the right wing. Reed quickly gives it back to Peterson, who gets tripped up, takes a hard fall. So back-to-back quick fouls committed by Conant. Glowacki has to check out as he picks up his third. Checking in for him will be Hayes. And it's a timeout called by Lake Zurich. So while they talk things over, we'll step aside here. It's day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout. Final 5 minutes and change left to go in this game. Lake Zurich with the ball. Peterson to inbound. Gets it in and gets it right back from Pfeiffer. Peterson over to Pfeiffer. He's got it near the volleyball line. Now over to Strauss. Strauss swings it over. Peterson. Peterson drives, kicks it in the corner. Pfeiffer puts up a 3. Can't get it to fall. Reap fighting for the rebound. Knocks it free. Ball is loose, and it was last touched by Adrian Reap, but a great effort by him. But it'll go to the Cougars. Both teams getting ready for next game. We see them poking their heads out. It's going to be Metamora against Palatine. And Metamora's short 2-year tenure in this tournament, Sean. This is the first time that they will not be playing on day 5. They won the tournament in their first year when they had 4-star, now in Iowa, Cooper Kosh. As Kipta swings it out to Sarma. Has it, drives it, kicks it down low. Outside of the perimeter for 3. Can't get it to fall. Strauss having trouble with the rebound, eventually corrals it in. And then Metamora played it in the 3rd place game, their 2nd year in the tournament after being knocked out by Bolingbrook as Reap goes up, gets fouled. They lost earlier in the tournament, so they will end playing the Palatine Pirates. Kipta checks out. Checking in is Tierney. Kretschmar is back in the game. Out is Pfeiffer. They'll swing it down low. Reap working in the post, spinning around. Adrian Reap can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Reed, and there's a foul called.
Yeah, we're starting to see after this timeout, Conant has a lot more fire than they did before the timeout. They're starting to play a little bit more aggressive. Unfortunately, that has led to a couple fouls since that last timeout.
So Reed heads to the line. Conant's getting ready to check back in Jacob Glowacki and Tyler Marquise. Like Zurich just made substitutions, so highly doubt they'll be making any changes anytime soon. So here come Marquise and Glowacki. Biedke's out. Tierney's out after just checking in. Seven-point lead for Lake Zurich. And the second free throw by Reed is no good. Reed keeping the pressure, now retreats back. Glowacki gets it over to Michev. Hayes with the top of the key. Hayes moving to his right, into the corner. Going down low as Peterson knocks it away, saves it. Good job by Peterson, but Glowacki picks it up and gets fouled. So the foul will be on Strauss. First free throw is up and good by Glowacki. Biedke's back in. Hayes is out. Second free throw is up and good. Sarma sticking on Kretschmar. You saw him fall back before that second free throw. 5-point game. Peterson over to Kretschmar. Now Reap has it. Reap working down low. Goes up and can't get the bucket to fall. Reap really wanted that one.
They called an offensive foul on that one.
Everyone was lining up for the free throws. It looked like the only person that knew what was going on was Bryce Harris. I mean, you and Bryce Harris might have been the only two people that really knew what the call was. I thought for sure that Adrian Reap was heading to the line for 2. Reap can't believe it. Quite frankly, neither can I. Nonetheless, Conant with it. Glowacki works, swings it to the outside. Over to Sarna. Sarma, quick pass, goes down low. Glowacki now swings it back out to the outside. And this one gets knocked away. Kretschmar saves it, dives, and Kane Kretschmar with a hard fall into all of our equipment. Gets up quickly.
That's a very risky play, but he went to go make it for his team. Almost had it.
They get it in. Glowacki with it. Shot clock at 5. Got to get a shot off. Oh, they left him wide open. His three-pointer is good. Knocking it down is Bryce Harris, and it forces Terry Coughlin to call a timeout, and he is livid. It's now a 2-point game, and Conant has clawed all the way back to cut into that what had been at one point a 12-point Lake Zurich lead. Both teams need to talk things over. Conant with what seems to be all the momentum right now, as we'll step aside. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this one. It's day 4 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, Lake Zurich's ready to go. Conant just breaking the huddle, 2 minutes, 34 seconds. It's a 38-36 ball game. A huge three-pointer by Bryce Harris to force a Lake Zurich timeout. Now they're getting things ready. Kretschmar directing traffic as Peterson brings it up. They get it over Strauss. Over to Reed, now to Kretschmar. Peterson has it. Peterson over to Reed. Back over, Peterson into the corner. Reap, a contested three, and he knocks it down. Adrian Reap, a huge three-pointer to extend this lead. He's got 11.
Huge shot there by Reap.
Glowacki over to Sarma. Sarma right back up top where Glowacki has it. Immediately gives it over. Harris gives it to Kipta. Kipta wasn't ready, and it just hits off his thigh, goes right back to Harris. Now it's back to Kipta. Quick pass by Marquise. Over to Glowacki. Kipta to Sarma. Sarma tries driving. Kretschmar giving him no breathing room. Shot clock at 3. They got to get a shot up. 1 second. They do get it up, and it's going to hit off the rim. And they'll blow this one dead. They'll call it a shot clock violation. Peterson to bring it up. 1:15 left in this game. Palatine and Metamora are both out of the locker room. They're ready to go, and they're going to see the end of this one. It's a 5-point game. Reed over to Reap. And this one smacked away by Biedke. Biedke slid across. Now it's Kretschmar into Reap. Less than a minute left in this one. Shot clock at 10. Peterson in some trouble. Reed over to Peterson. Conant cannot foul. Needs a defensive stand. Peterson shakes his defender for 3. Can't get it to fall. Biedke on the rebound. Biedke gets it stripped away. Peterson, a big steal. Slows things down, and he's going to get fouled. So Evan Peterson to the line.
Tough break there for Conant. I mean, they got the ball back with, I think it was 50 seconds at the time, but they were looking for the foul, and Peterson was able to get the steal and get the free throws.
Drawing up a play is the Conant head coach, Greg Grana. So Biedke checks out. Checking in is Colin Tierney. Lake Zurich with 3 timeouts left, Conant with 2. Clock management becomes essential here. After these free throws, there's going to be about a 3-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. As Peterson knocks down the first free throw, so it's now a 6-point game. This is a huge free throw right here for Lake Zurich. Peterson cannot connect on it, and it's picked up by Reap. And they give the timeout to Lake Zurich. He's able to get it off. Great job, great awareness by head coach Terry Coughlin. And a great job by Adrian Reeb grabbing the rebound. So not only did he give them the go-ahead three-pointer, he also was able to snag the rebound on the missed free throw by Evan Peterson. And now Lake Zurich is able to retain possession with 35 seconds left. We'll step aside while both teams talk it over. It's the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on New York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, 35.3 seconds in what has been an amazing game, but Lake Zurich now in a prime position to close this one out. They've got to get it in though. Reed gets it in, Reeb, a hard pass, Reeb gets pushed, and he's headed to the line for 2 free throws. It feels like with each second, the chance for a Conant comeback becomes more and more unlikely. Reep connects on the first free throw. Reep's second attempt on the way. And it rattles out, and Peterson picks it up, but nope, they're gonna say it was a lane violation. So it'll go to the Cougars, who immediately call a timeout. Now, Sean, what are you drawing up in the timeout here? You're down 43-36.
I mean, if you're Conant, you gotta draw up a play, obviously, at the perimeter that's going to get you a three-pointer. But obviously they've struggled tonight with the three-pointers. But I think you get it to a guy you can trust in a guard like Glowacki, and you just got to hope and pray, because they've struggled tonight, but you got to hope that you can hit these three-pointers when the game's on the line.
Oh no, they call a foul, so it's they're gonna be free throws instead. So now it's a 5-point game with 30 seconds. So they called a foul. I thought they called a lane violation. Instead, they called a foul, and at that point, Lake Zurich had already put Conant in the double bonus. So Reep has it. On play good defense. Terry Coughlin still has 2 timeouts. And Sarma fouls Kretschmar.
Some very important free throws here for Lake Zurich, because if you hit both of these, you can put this game away and be pretty confident. If you miss these, though, you're going to open the door for Conant to make a comeback.
Kretschmar, a really good shooter, really solid, especially at the charity stripe. This isn't the guy you want at the line. Him or Adrian Reeb. Peterson knows that, intentionally, likely inbounding it. So the Lake Zurich's going to send Reep and Strauss back. And Kretschmar's first free throw is nothing but net. Subs for Conant. So they're going more shooter heavy here, as they need three-pointers. Sarma was in for the defense, and he had been a great defensive pest all game. Did not stuff the stat sheet in points by any means, as Kretschmar knocks the second one down, but he had been a defensive pest all game. He had been everywhere. Really good game from him. Glowacki tries to get a quick basket, can't do it. Kretschmar on the rebound, and Kretschmar's gonna get fouled. Clock stops at 18.9 seconds. And Kretschmar will head back to the line to shoot 2 more. And you talked about putting it away. I think if he makes these 2, Sean, we can officially say that this game will probably be put away.
Yep.
He makes the first one, so it's up to an 8-point lead. Palatine and Metamora both ready to go. Kretschmar can't make the second one. 15 seconds left. Swing to the outside.
Got to get a shot up.
Hayes. Kipta drives, able to lay it in. Timeout called by Conant with 5.7 seconds left. So it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, if you were Conant there, personally, I'd be looking for a much quicker shot. They wasted about 10 to 15 seconds off the clock on that possession, and they only ended up with 2 points. This lead is still 6 with Lake Zurich having the ball. You do get points, but that's not exactly what you're looking for.
Just don't think it'll be enough, and I think Lake Zurich, barring absolute disaster in the next 5.7 seconds of game time, will have this one in the bag and walk away with a nice day 4 win. Still so much basketball to be played. The consolation bracket games are going to get wrapped up here shortly, and then in the Campbell Gym, it will start up with the winners bracket. Another really nice game in this gym coming up right after Metamora and Palatine. Palatine with a couple of, they almost won yesterday, Sean. I mean, Brady May almost had an incredible 3-pointer, and they could very well be in a much different position. Unfortunately, they were defeated. So they're just looking to end this tournament off with a win. With some familiar faces that we'll be seeing for the last time here at this tournament. Darren Dick will graduate at the end of the year. He's going off to play college golf. Tony Balganyehi, a 3-star offensive lineman committed to the University of Illinois for football. We've seen him since he was a sophomore. Reap into Peterson, and they'll foul him. So they'll send Evan Peterson to the line. Palatine always has a good basketball program. Coach Eric Millstone does an excellent job down there. Another really well-coached basketball team would be the Metamora Redbirds. Second-year coach Justin Dame, taking over the legendary Danny Greaves, has done an excellent job with this program. They called it a seamless transition when he was named head coach. Peterson knocks the first free throw down, 47-40 now your score. It was labeled a seamless transition for the Redbirds. Dame had been a longtime assistant under Greaves. Greaves still helps out at practice. Still involved with the team. Taking a little bit of a step back now that his grandchild Ashton Greaves had graduated. Metamora getting ready to play. Suburb near Peoria. Travel a long way to play in this tournament. But they've had lots of success their first 2 years. Not even a bad tournament for them this year. They're gonna go with a home run pass, just heaves it up. Strauss with the interception, and they'll dribble this one out. And that'll do it. Lake Zurich holds on. Some last minute close calls as Conant made it very close, but Lake Zurich got the lead. They never relinquished it. And they're gonna hold on, and Sean will hopefully be talking to Adrian Reap very soon. Get his thoughts on the last 2 things. But that'll do it here for us in the broadcast booth alongside Sean Schmacher. I've been Connor Choi. We thank you very much for listening to this presentation of York Sports Network, your home for the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your holidays.
So I'm Sean Schmacher here with Adrian Reap of Lake Zurich. Adrian, you guys had a great second half, especially you. You had a clutch 3, you had a bunch of rebounds, some great defense. What was going on in the locker room during halftime?
We got to keep our lead up, keep the defensive pressure high, just keeping our energy up. Coming out of a good first half, we had to turn it up more in the second. Would have liked to keep it a little cleaner, but we get out of here with a win, clean it up at the end of the game, so just glad to get it done.
Yep. And you guys obviously playing in the consolation bracket. How important was it after yesterday to get this win here today?
We wanted to end the new year off on a win. You know, go in with some momentum. Like come out of here 2-2 best we could after what happened. So preferably just come out of there as a team with a little momentum going into the new year.
Yep, that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Sean Schmacher here with the Orchard Network. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic.